what's up? This is Sihin Cuddle, and for this video, by request, is the double upward flower. Now this is the more advanced upward flower than what I've done in prior videos. So this is going to require some prerequisites. First off, you're going to need to know how to do the single upward flower. Then you're going to have to know how to do the double upward flower. Then we'll work into this one that works an extra spin in it. So let's get to work. Alright, so now as I had already mentioned, you should already by this point know how to do the regular upward flower with a sword. Now this is just a basic figure 8 and it passes each side of the body once. Also, you should know how to do the double weapon upward flower. Now again, each weapon is only passing by the body one time. So it's that figure 8, it's just one on top of the other with alternating timing. Now the thing about this is, if you notice, one hand stays on top of the other as I do this. It doesn't really exchange over. And that's with this flower, we're going to work on that exchange over. Okay, so let's take it apart. Now to simply do this, we're going to isolate one side. And just so you can see, you don't really need to practice this, you're going to do 2 loops as you pass the front of your body and 1 as you pass the back side of the body. So rather than doing the regular figure 8 with the upward flower, as it goes in front of our body, we're going to loop one more time and then come up behind us. So it's this type of motion. Now this should feel awkward because it is, but once we involve the other weapon, it works out a little bit easier. Now, we're going to again separate the technique. We're only going to do our right hand side. So in my right hand, I have this red one so you can follow along, and in the left one, I have the black hand. Okay, so from here, we're going to focus on 3 cuts. Leading with the right, now our left hand is going to come up, now our right hand has to loop around, make sure your left hand stays underneath, and then right hand is going to come back as we go across. Okay, so again, this is just for my right side of the body. So again, I'm going to lead with the right hand, follow with the left hand, and then loop over with the right hand one more time as I bring it across. Okay, again, lead, follow, loop. Okay, setting us up for our other side. Again, lead, follow, loop. And then, of course, this is where we would unwind and then do our other side. Take this and practice both sides, and then we'll go on to the next step. Okay, so for this step, we're going to combine the movement from right and left side. Now the best way to do this and stay consistent is to pay attention to when your arm comes underneath. Remember, for our first flower, one hand always stayed on top of the other. For this one, each hand will spend some time underneath the other arm. And this is done when coming up from one side to go across to the other. So if my right hand is coming across, it goes underneath the left arm. I will unwind, my left arm will end up underneath, and then I will cross. Unwind, go underneath and across. Unwind, go underneath and across. Once you get this down and you touch the arms, you get used to that, remembering that your arm goes underneath before crossing the body, it's time to speed up and tighten up the flower, keeping the wrists together and moving faster. This has an excellent effect, looks very flashy for your martial arts, it is great for demonstration. Alright, so there you have it, the double upward flower. Now this one's very tough. It is not a beginner technique. So first work on getting your upward flower and then work on the other double weapon upward flower before you can do this double upward flower. If you have a hard time on the timing, try to separate the movements and then work to it from there until you can get it down and consistent. Alright, keep working on it, train hard, and I'll see you next time.
Bam! Fist with a foe out.